Let's talk about the meta report, what's been impacting the meta the last week. We always like to try to focus on the newer cards. I think this particular week, we kind of know where that's going to shake out, given that our last new card was Man-Thing. But let's go through it nonetheless. Let me know any suggestions you got for this or things you might be interested in seeing when reviewing these type things. We're going to go through our standard websites that we're going to look at. First, we always like to start with Marvel Snap Zone. Really dig the way they look at things with the days, etc. It's the easiest way to look at the last week. So we've got 7 days here. We've got 80 to 99 for now. Collection level 3,500 plus. I like to start with meta share. Conquest meta is not actually what's on there. It's just the weird thing with the website. So we start with Elsa Bounce with the meta share with a pretty good, or an okay win rate with 57%. The average cube's not too great at 0.4. Shuri Sauron, I don't know how to talk. I'm just coming back from a long weekend at the farm, construction work, all sorts of different things, and working in the rain. Feel bad for me? Don't. You shouldn't. That's part of life. Shuri Sauron is at a 59% win rate at a 0.5 average cubes. Again, obviously no Man-Thing in these top two. I don't expect to see Man-Thing. Ugh, we'll see it all. Thor Elsa, that's interesting. So I called this like sort of the zero fills. I do like seeing this a little bit higher. The meta share is a little bit lower as far as the percent goes. You can see it dramatically drops off from Elsa Bounce and Shuri Sauron. After that, these next two are super low. The win rate, I mean, the win rate of Thor Elsa versus Elsa Bounce, and even this wave high, which we'll get to in a second, is about this. These three are all pretty much the same. The Shuri Sauron is really what's doing the best. And out of all four of these, the Shuri Sauron has the best average cubes as well. We'll see if that stays consistent throughout all of our reviews. I mentioned this one in our last week as well. If you're looking to climb and really do some damage or rank, I would look at potentially having this list as far as your main climbing one for the time being. So again, Thor Elsa, wave high, that's when you've got Alioth. You've got some lockdown aspects with Professor X. You've got Wave to play around with anything. You've got Doom, Alioth still wreaking havoc. Go check out my Alioth opinion video if you'd like. I gave some very strong opinions on that the other day, where the title and the thumbnail says get good. Or at least I think I did it. Maybe somebody else did it. I don't remember. Elsa Loki. All right, so Loki's still up here a little bit. The meta share is low. The win rate is good. The average cubes are just okay. Null Death. Wins. Okay, so let's look. I mean, these are all decks we're pretty familiar with. What's the deck? When do we see Man-Thing? Let's see. When is the... Okay, so the first one is Junk Thing. We get this at a meta share. It's very low, 3.14%. We've got a 49% win. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. 0.04 average cubes. Not 0.4. 0.04. That's real bad. That's bad. The win rate's not great either. The you know what? Okay, so let's wow. Let's go to win rate first. Oh man, win rate. Let's see. When do we get a Man-Thing on win rate? This is not looking good, my friends. Not looking good. What would you... okay, here we go. Hawk Thing. Okay. Okay. So they threw it into a Zabu deck. I could see that... Well, Elias there too. It's interesting they have Black Bolt, but no stature? Okay, that's interesting. All right, and then they've got an enchant. I like the concept of this deck a little bit. I could see, I mean, 57% win rate, a 0.42 average cube, at least 1,000 matches or around 1,000 matches. I like what they've got here. Generally speaking, it leans into good play with Darkhawk, Rockslide Korg, Jeff, a great card, your Doom, and your Alioth, and then given that you're going to want to Zabu your Darkhawk, it leans into other fours. I think that's where I'd probably maybe adjust some things. You know, I like leaving Man-Thing in there just to play around. I would maybe look at potentially a Luke. You know what? No, I don't think I'd bring Luke Cage. I think you just play the Man-Thing in a location where you don't have your opponents or your own 1s and 2s. If that's a problem for you, then maybe switch in your Luke Cage. I'd maybe think about swapping out. Well, one, you could swap out Black Bolt. Shang or Enchantress, maybe one of those. If you leave Black Bolt, I would try to bring in Stature. That's the way I'd start this, is could I get Luke Cage in and Stature in and take 2 cards out? I think the first one I'd probably look at taking out is maybe Enchantress. And then maybe Shang. Shang is not, I don't know. I've not seen him as much lately. So this I dig. So we see Man Thing show up around the 0.4, you know, 57 win rate. Let's see if there's another actually average cubes that's we get a Man Thing. So average cubes, the best is a swarm discard. Okay, interesting. That's just your general discard. All right, interesting. I did see a lot of those this week, but I never felt like it was hard to beat, which, so I'm sort of surprised by that average cube rate. Let's see, we've got Move also doing pretty at 0.58. We've got Thanos Death, Shuron again, Elsa Bounce, Thor Lockjaw, Elsa Loki, Reveal. All right, so where is our Man Thing? All right, so it's not bad. It's top, what, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's top 10. That's not bad. I mean, again, it's being carried by the Darkhawk list and the Doom, Eliath, Iron Lad, Jeff. I mean, like, it's clearly being carried by other cards, but the concept of it, and Iron Lad pulling on a Man Thing's pretty good. That's why I would maybe think about maybe having a Luke Cage in this. So I dig all these. Now let's expand the range here to 100, and we'll keep it at 80 for the time being. We'll leave it at average cubes. Hela Tribunal, that's interesting. Shuri's up there. So when we move past Infinite, Kitty Shuri, Elsa Loki, Cerebro, which ones? Cerebro 5? Yeah, Cerebro 5. Let's see, Lockjaw Hela, Thor Elsa, Sarah Control. Man Thing falls off quite a bit here, it looks like. I don't see, it's the Hawk thing. Average cubes drop quite a bit though. They were 0.4 before Infinite, but after Infinite they drop off a lot. So I wonder, let's look at this again. So this might not be something that, oh no, I did do, okay, so this is pure Infinite. It just jumps straight to Infinite. So after Infinite, maybe that's not as good, but I think the things that they're showing here are pretty solid. And when you go into Conquest meta, it's the way this shows is a little bit different. It's, you know, you can do win rate, meta share, but gold infinite. I mean, I guess let's just look at, we'll go average cubes here, see if it's doing anything in Conquest. Hela Tribunal, Thanos Death, or what's doing the best in there. Wow, Thanos Death, look at that, 1.15 in Conquest. That is really surprising in their gold levels. That seems, the win rate's not good. So maybe you want to do, wow, Hela Tribunal again. This deck, it's solid. Anytime that deck does well, I tend to just want my Super Scroll, but there is a weird interaction with the feeding of Super Scroll back into a Mystique and stuff. It like cancels things out or something. I think, at least that's what I've said. I've just got to do some more testing on it. But is there anything here with Man Thing? It's a lot of the same decks we've already been talking about. Shuri Sauron does drop a little bit here. So maybe look at some of these other ones. The top, but it's not the top 4. Thor Lockjaw, which is crazy, man. I can't believe that's still up there. 0.7. Reveal Wong at 0.8. I mean, maybe that White Tiger gave that some love, I guess. And then the other two much higher, Thanos Death and Hela Tribunal. Those are really the ones sort of way at the top. But I got the deaths or destroy is just so easy to counter with an armor and a Cosmo. You can typically take that down. So let's see, Man Thing on Conquest here. Seeing anything? I'm not. I'm stopping here. Well, here's Hawk Thing right here. But that's trash. That's just trash. So okay, so now let's jump over to our untapped.gg. All right, we've got the similar. We've got sort by average cubes, 80 to 100 plus. Pool 3. This one's a little bit tougher to rank because it's either latest patch, current location, or last 30 days. And it's kind of like, okay. I'd like it for just the last week, so we won't spend as much time on this one since we spent a lot of time on Marvel Snap Zone. I like the way theirs filters a little bit better. We got Loki, we got Wong, Shuri Kitty, High Evo, still with Eliath in it. Is that the only Eliath so far? Yep, okay. Patriot, High Evo with some Leech, no Eliath in it. Discard, Elsa, Electro Ramp, Elsa Move. Where's any Man Thing in here at all? Nada. All right, so untaps info that, you know, people have got. It's clear not showing quite the same thing. Shuri, Sarah, when is the first Man Thing? All right, now I just want to see Man Thing. Like, when does Man Thing show up? Okay, Guardians, Move, Shuri. Good lord. I mean, does he exist? Destroy Circuit. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me with this? Did I miss it? Oh my gosh. Make fun of me in the comments below if I missed it, please. I deserve it. Cerebro 5, Elsa, Shuri, Snap Deck. I love when they call it that. Snap Deck. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna stop here soon. Seriously, this is terrible. This is okay. Okay. All right, we get the picture. All right, we get the picture. We don't need me to keep doing that. It's just not. If you've look, if you've held out on Man Thing at this point, just keep holding. It's not worth it. We'll look at. I mean, just for scientific purposes, to look at just 100 plus Shuri. Let's see. It'd be. You know what's gonna be great is when you can get Ravana to help get Shuri in here. But right now, Ravana's just not worth it. I still think they need to OTA her. I have to think at some point they got to, right? She's just not a good card. All right, so so what do we got? Shuri move, Elsa move, Shuri Kitty, Loki, Shuri move, Sarah control. How many of the people watching, when I go through it this fastly, don't know the decks? I'd love, please comment below. I don't want to spend a lot of time explaining what each deck is. I think a lot of people generally know, and I do different videos for beginner types. So if this is stuff that when I go through it quickly, it's not, you're confused, just stick around. You'll see as you pick up some of these things, I think it'll become more second nature to you. Elsa move, Thanos, Loki move, Shuri Thanos, Elsa Thanos. I'm looking again for some, there's Man Thing, high Evo. Maybe I missed it in a high Evo before. I could have seen that. So let's just make sure all right, so we saw a high Evo there. Let's go back to 80 to 100 and go Loki Wong, high Evo. No. Okay, Patriot, high Evo. That was the leech one I was looking at. No. Elsa, Electro Cramp, Elsa move, high Evo. No. Okay, forget it. I'm not going through that again. I'm not going to torture you through that. I just wanted to make sure. So on untap.gg, again, it's, you know, a little bit different decks, but the man thing is not doing the jam. So last but not least, we're going to go over to Snap.fan and look at just the card information. I like to just kind of cap it off with this. All right, Marvel Snap.fan, we've got last 7 days. We're doing ranked mode. So what I like to do, at least first, we'll look at game scene. Jeff, Chavez, Bloodstone, makes sense. She's been great. Mobius, Luke, Eliath, still high up there. I fully expect that, even though, again, check out that video. I have my opinions on it. Angela, Kitty, Vision, Man. All right, so we're... All right. Let's scroll down. Spider-Man. When do I got Man Thing? So Man Thing the last week got roughly 10,500 games. Now, this first section is in deck. Next section's win drawn. Next section is win played. So, Man Thing, just pure numbers wise. So we've got a 53% win rate, 54% win rate. A terrible, terrible average cubes though. When drawn, it's a slightly better win rate, which means it's like, all right, so the card's not really doing anything if you get it. 0.2 slightly better. When played, not much better. So like having it in your deck, the way I read this is having it in your deck doesn't mean anything. It doesn't, I mean, sure, like not even 1% higher when you play it or not. So like having it in your deck, it doesn't, it's just whatever. So let's just see how it ranks as far as win percentage goes. What was it? Let's see, Spider-Man. Okay. Lower than Spider-Man 2099. Like, yikes. Okay. Multiple Man Mantis. Good Lord. Human Torch. Man Thing. Yeah, this is, I mean, that's bad. It's around the Hulk Cow area. Scarlet Witch area. Not a fan of that. So look, in the top cards here, you know, we're trying to do the meta report more than anything. Sauron. Rocket Raccoon, surprising a little bit. Red Skull, Darkhawk, Shocker, Zero, Nightcrawler, Loki, Typhoid Mary. All right, a lot of those are Sauron type cards. Loki's an interesting card to throw in there as well. I think that's fun. What about win play? Actually, let's do average cubes. Win drawn, Rocket, Namor, Sauron, Hawkeye. Interesting. All right, Red Skull, Zero, Nightcrawler, Typhoid Mary. I mean, it's this Sauron deck. You're seeing it everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if this keeps this high. We're looking at win played now. If at some point that there's something done there. We've started loosely talking about that, but it doesn't feel too over dominating on the meta. You know, people don't seem to be too upset by it. So maybe that's okay. Win drawn, win played. Galactus has a, is this right? In the last 7 days, I nerf Galactus again. He's too strong. Let's bring Galactus back down a little bit, right? Clearly, he did not get nerfed enough. So comment below about how you feel about that. And then last but not least, average cubes. I just love looking at what some of these are when played. Hela, Infinite, Onslaught, Odin, Eliath. I mean, all of these makes it. Spectrum, that is surprising to me. I've been saying that I think she needs a buff, and I thought it would come in November along with the Marvels movie. I don't know, maybe not. I mean, maybe not. I still think the rest of these aren't too great, but that's a pretty solid win percentage when played. So, look, that's all I got. I don't want to go in depth in this too much because, again, it's not a great week for Man-Thing, but I do like to do like a meta report. Sort of best decks, I guess it kind of combines it a little bit. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and we'll continue to see if we want to do this feature weekly or not. I think this is only the second one I've done. The first one didn't do great, not going to lie. Don't know if it's because I'm super boring. I am. It's fine. I get it. Or if it's just the content sucks. Or maybe the thumbnail needs to be more catchy. I don't know. Let me know below. Appreciate you making this far, doing the 5K push for the subscribers, because it's my birthday month. So I'd love if you subbed if you watch this video. Appreciate you making this far. Until next time, hope you have a wonderful day.